Did I miss anything?
No, Podgy. It looks like you've pretty much got everything.
Why is it called Martians from Planet X? If they're Martians, they must be from Mars.
Who cares? This is twice as scary as Voyage to Planet X.
And 3 times as scary as Escape from Planet X. What a bunch of scaredy cats. Right, Ferdy? Ferdy? That Martian movie gives me a great idea for a little mischief, Freddy. You mean a little mischief from Planet X, Freddy? We'll make it look like a spaceship landed here.
Glory be! I've heard tell of this kind of thing.
Hey, Freddy, why don't we put an X in the middle? Yeah! Oh, I'm getting dizzy, Freddy. What? Whoa! Shh! It's Gaffer George.
You're not taking old George anywheres without a tussle.
Come on, let's get out of here.
And don't come back, you little green monsters. I'll be waiting for ye. Why, it was huge, and there was lights blinking all around it.
Just think, Rupert. A spaceship landing right here in Nutwood.
The Fox brothers from Planet X strike again.
I wonder if they left any footprints or... What's this? Could it be part of a flying saucer, Professor?
I think not, Rupert. Unless these extraterrestrials are having their spaceships manufactured locally. Have a look.
Nutchester Bicycle Company? It's just some bits of a bicycle reflector. I shouldn't have needed a microscope to tell me that. Sorry, Professor.
Perfectly understandable, my boy. We often prefer to see the much more unlikely but exciting possibility when a perfectly logical but boring explanation will do. Human nature, I'm afraid.
And it doesn't help if you've just seen Martians from Planet X at the Nutchester Cinema.
Point well taken, my boy.
They was coming right at me. Ornery critters might have had 3 heads and 6 arms for all I knowed. But I wasn't scared one bit. I sent him hightailing it back to outer space.
Exciting news certainly travels fast. I wonder how well disappointing news will travel. I hate to spoil Gaffer George's fun, but... Hey! What's this? It looks like a little radio receiver.
Just put it down, lad. No need to get curious. Ouch!
Hello? Huh?
That's government property you're playing with. Hand it over right now. Shh. Ooh.
I'm sorry. If you're here about the spaceship, I can tell you it's all a fake.
Of course it is. I've investigated hundreds of these silly flying saucer reports, and they've all been false alarms. No one can pull the wool over the eyes of Lieutenant Junior Grade Winston Q. Blister of Special Ops. Now, if you'll excuse me, my work is highly classified and top secret.
This shot is going to be on the front page of every paper from Nutchester to Newcastle.
Excuse me, but there's something you should know.
Great! Did you see the spaceship?
No, you see...
Too bad. Let's go, Charlie. We've got a deadline to meet.
Oh, well. At least that Lieutenant Blister fellow knows what's really going on. Those are Freddie and Ferdy's bikes. I might have known.
Our spaceship gag is gonna be a hard act to follow, Freddy.
No problem, Ferdy. With the help of this silver spray paint, Act 2 is going to be a scream.
So, they have another trick up their sleeves, do they?
I joined Special Ops to see the world from the cockpit of a jet fighter. Not to waste my time filling out reports on crank calls about flying saucers. Oh, in triplicate. Yow! Now what? Right. Whoever's playing this elaborate little prank is going to be sorry they crossed paths with Lieutenant Junior Grade Winston Q. Blister. It's an invasion! I need reinforcements! Red alert! Red alert!
That was great. Who was that guy? He's not from Nutwood.
Good. That means he won't spoil our surprise. Come on, Freddy. We've got a whole village to scare. Take us to your leader.
He's certainly in a hurry. A spaceship! So this is what the Fox brothers have been up to. Freddy? Ferdy? Are you in there? I don't think it would fly to Mars, but it's not bad for Freddy and Ferdy. Hey! Let me out of here! Yep. If I didn't know better, I'd think... What's going on here? Whoa, no!
I'm under attack!
One thing is certain. This doesn't belong to Freddy and Ferdy. But who could have... Thank you. Welcome to Nutwood. My name is Rupert. Yep. Pleased to meet you. These two aren't anything like the monstrous Martians from Planet X.
They're horrible, bloodthirsty, three-headed demons from an unknown universe. Now get out there and capture them before they lay waste to the entire countryside.
Oh, sounds a bit far-fetched to me.
That's an order, Constable. Special Operations, that's me, has authority over civilian peacekeeping forces. That's you. You are addressing your superior officer. Is that clear?
But, Lieutenant... Growler here. What? Are you sure? In Nutwood? What sort of creatures? Everyone stay indoors and keep your doors and windows locked. I'll be there as quickly as I can. It seems there really is something peculiar happening in the village. Aren't you coming along, Lieutenant?
I'm getting out of here. I shall stand guard at the crashed spaceship. Highly classified government property, you know. Top secret. Carry on, Constable.
Huh. Superior officer indeed.
Look at them run!
So you see, Professor, unless you can mend their spaceship, they'll be stranded here.
I'll do what I can, Rupert, although I must admit space travel is an area of science that's completely new to me.
They're very inquisitive, aren't they?
Like a couple of youngsters loose in a toy shop, I should say.
Is that the damaged part, Professor?
Actually, Rupert, amazing as it may seem, it's the only part. My guess is it's some sort of anti-gravitational mechanism. Aha! Here's the problem. It would appear our little friends have run out of fuel.
That's simple.
Perhaps not, Rupert. I shall have to analyze these last few drops to determine the chemical structure of their fuel supply. It may be a compound completely unknown to our world. I say, how incredibly fascinating.
And not available this side of the Milky Way, I suppose.
Actually, it's something I enjoy with my fish and chips.
You put rocket fuel on your fish and chips?
No. Vinegar, my boy. This unusual little craft is powered by common household vinegar.
We can get some at Mr. Chimp's store.
Lieutenant Blister to base. General Kerr, do you read me? I am about to secure the perimeter at the crash site, General.
Good work, Blister. Seize the enemy spacecraft you shot down and disarm their laser gun. I'm sending backup units to capture the three-headed Martians that are terrorizing the villagers. No better not.
Oh, my. It seems the military are preparing to meet a much more dangerous threat than our little friends here.
We've got to get them away from here before they get hurt. I'll go into Nutwood for some vinegar.
Good idea, Rupert. I'll make sure their spaceship is ready to launch.
You two had better come with... Where'd they go?
No doubt I'll soon be up for a promotion. Captain Blister. I quite like the sound of that. Colonel Blister. Now that sounds even better.
Come on, you two! Before the lieutenant catches you!
Steady on. nothing to worry about. Those hideous alien monsters have gone into town to terrorize the civilians.
You two had better wait outside. If you stand in these, no one will notice you. That's it. I'll only be a minute.
Hello, Rupert. What can I do for you today?
I need some vinegar, please.
I suppose you've heard about the Martians on the rampage.
Martians?
Could you tell me the price on this lovely cactus, Mr. Chimp?
Cactus? I didn't know I had a...
They're my mum's. I was just, taking them out for some fresh air. Well, goodbye.
Rupert is acting very strangely.
I'm afraid I frightened him when I mentioned that silly rumor about Martians in the village.
Freddie and Ferdy must be running around Nutwood pretending to be...
Martians!
But Constable Growler, they're not invading anything.
I'm sorry, Rupert, but I'm afraid I have to turn them over to the Lieutenant from Special Operations. This is not only out of my jurisdiction, it's out of my galaxy. Oh, well, that's my sons, Evan and Liam, and Mrs. Growler. Oh, you know who that is. That's me without my uniform.
Amazing! Is this your family?
I think what we have here is simply a case of two lost youngsters who would like to go home.
3 more grown-ups and a baby. What are we up to now, Freddie?
3.5 plus 16, that's 19 and a half.
Let's scare another baby and round it off to 20. Huh?
They're not the ones causing all the trouble. They wouldn't even be stranded here if I hadn't used up their last bit of fuel.
That certainly isn't proper grounds for an arrest. Not in my book, anyway.
Can anyone take a joke around here?
Freddie and Ferdy Fox.
I'm General Kurt, Special Operations. I've captured a couple of mischief makers here, Constable.
We were just having a little fun.
Staging an alien invasion is no laughing matter, young fellow. Take these two home and have a talk with their parents. Where's that fool Blister?
I believe he's in the commons somewhere, guarding Freddie and Ferdy's spaceship.
Huh? What spaceship?
I'm going to have a word with Blister about putting out a red alert to answer a schoolboy prank.
I'd be happy to show you where to find him, General. Why don't you see these two home while I show the General how to get to the common the long way round?
You're brilliant, Constable Growler! Professor, what are you doing up there?
That Blister fellow is guarding the spaceship, so I've had to improvise a change of vehicles. With the help of this clever device, the van will be a more than suitable replacement. Did you bring the vinegar?
But, Professor, this van can't travel through space.
Neither can their own vehicle, Rupert. Judging by its simple construction, it's more likely their version of a go-kart or a motor scooter.
But what brought them to our galaxy? Your parents have found you! Goodbye!
Safe journey!
property!
Indeed! It ought to be a nice souvenir of their visit to Earth.
Look, Professor!
Charming family. Upwardly mobile, you might say. You know, Rupert, I think this would be a good time to go home and reflect on the events of the day over a nice cup of tea.
Blister!
Sir, under fierce attack, I've single-handedly captured this spaceship. Unfortunately, it seems the aliens...
We're two youngsters in cardboard costumes, you blockhead!
But General, this spaceship crash-landed and...
Well, it's no wonder it crashed, Blister. It doesn't even have an engine.
Does this mean I won't be getting a promotion after all, sir?
Oh, you'll be moving up the ladder, all right. There are 30 flagpoles at the barracks that need a new coat of paint. Get in your van, get back to headquarters, and get to work!
General, about the van, sir.
Meeting visitors from another world has certainly given me a lot to think about, Professor.
Yes, indeed, my boy. Yes, indeed.
I wish I'd thought to ask them where their home is. Mars, Saturn, Jupiter?
Fish and chips?
Fish and chips?
Eh? Oh, I'm sorry, my boy. For some strange reason, I have a sudden craving for fish and chips. Would you care to join me for supper?
Yes, thank you. Do you suppose Lieutenant Blister will ever tell the General where his van went?
Blister!
I believe he has, Rupert. I believe he has.